What is up, guys? My name is 06 and I just wanted to clear something that I posted on the subreddit Overwatch memes. It's a meme about Overwatch 2 being a DLC and that it shouldn't cost more than 10 bucks. My original intent, besides making some fun and laughs around here, is to warn us as a community, as dedicated Overwatch players and Blizzard customers. Alright, some of us have been playing Overwatch for years now, and we are dedicated to the game and we are dedicated to the company. All I want to do is to warn us from a possible future, okay? I'm not saying it will happen. Obviously, this meme is like, okay, that's what's gonna happen, so that's how it is. But it's a meme. It's supposed to be like entertaining, funny, not something you should 100% rely on. It's not in the news, okay? It's just a meme, but it has its own purpose. A possible future in which Overwatch 2 will not actually include a lot of content, okay? I'm unaware of the amount of content it has right now, but what we've seen from right now, all it appears to have is like 2 or 3 new maps and 1 new hero and like graphics rehaul, you know, like graphics updates, which honestly isn't a major thing considering the first game was and still looks pretty good, and the PvE element, the whole story and everything in there. So there's 3 situations to how this will go down. Either everything is good, there's lots of content, there's lots of new maps, and we're talking about more than 5, 6 new maps, more than 1 or 2 new heroes, and maybe a campaign, a single player campaign that will last a couple hours to actually have this content filled and be counted as a full game, and then I will have no problem of it costing, of it being shipped with a price tag of 40 or 50 bucks, because hey, it's a full game, it has everything, that's what it is, and it's not false advertising. Alright, I'll be completely fine with that, I'll be happy. This is like the best case scenario, and I really hope that's what's gonna happen. Okay, I really hope that's what's gonna happen. But from past experiences with other games, we'll take EA as an example. Some new content that hasn't been worked as much on like other actual big projects, like actual full games, was released at the price of a full game, and that's not something that I want to be a part of. Okay, even though I support Overwatch and Blizzard and obviously the developers, this whole thread sort of went out of spiraled out of control, and I didn't mean for it to happen like this. I seriously did not mean, and I understand the comments and it's a lot of negative feedback, and I get it. It's sort of me shouting against everyone here in the community, don't buy Overwatch 2, it's bad, don't do it. And that's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. The meme was just like a joke, and that could have been just like completely false in the future. We'll have to see. All I want to do is make sure that we're not doing the same mistakes that other gamers and dedicated players have done before in the situations I've mentioned. So if the game ships, it has a lot of new content, it has hours of single player experience, sure, by all means, let's support the developers, buy the game, have fun. I'm not against that, quite the opposite. I really want that to happen. But the game could come out, okay? This is a possible thing. I'm not confirming this. This is just something that might happen, and then I say we need to really think about what we're doing and not fully commit into buying it before we realize what we're buying, okay? The game might come out with not as much content, okay? It's a possibility. It's a thing that could happen. Blizzard could release it quite early on with like 3 maps and I don't know, 1, 2 new heroes and graphics and some like 1 or 2 hours single player gameplay and call it a new game. And that's not what I want to happen. That's the opposite of the whole thing. This is the whole idea here, that we do not want to support that, because if we pay 40 bucks for that, okay, for pretty much half a game, because considering the first game, it was released with many more maps and many more heroes than what we're getting at Overwatch 2 possibly. Again, this is not something that is confirmed. I'm just trying to avoid the worst case scenario in case Blizzard does happen to treat us like that. Which is on their side. Obviously, it's like their fault if they're gonna do it. But we have to be smart about this. That's all I'm saying. If the game ships at a full price of 40 bucks or 50 bucks, and it's just 3 maps, 2 heroes, and 1 or 2 hours of single player experience, then I say we should not buy the game and we should demand either the price being reduced to properly reflect the amount of work and hours of development and years of development. But again, if the game is like $20, then sure, whatever. Even if it's not a big game, but it costs less, then I'm all down for that. But that's probably not gonna happen, because it is Blizzard and they do want to make revenue. They are a company that makes video games and they make revenue out of that, so obviously they will have probably a higher price tag than $20. All I'm saying is, if the worst case scenario happens, we need to be smart and we can't give in to just buy everything before we know what it is. Alright, that's all I'm saying. I really hope it's not like this. I really hope Blizzard would show Overwatch 2 and it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be insane, it's gonna be a full game, and then everyone will have fun. All I'm saying is, in case it doesn't work like that, just be aware, okay? Because things have happened in the past with major companies just like Blizzard, and we can hope for the best, but we should be able to expect the worst. So in that case, if we get the best, we're getting like a nice surprise, and if we're getting the worst, then we're already prepared for it, and we won't support this kind of behavior. Because honestly, the stuff that's happening, like things like this, that's just disgusting, greedy behavior of not putting enough effort into something that you put a huge price tag on. Alright, let's just think about it like this. You can go out on a fancy restaurant for some professional chefs to work hours on a specific meal that you ordered, okay? And obviously it's a fancy restaurant, it's gonna cost a lot, right? Makes sense. But the meal will be very tasty. It will be like a whole new experience, and you will have fun. And the restaurant, it's in a nice spot. It's a big place. It's comfy. It makes sense, right? It's luxurious. And obviously a steep price would make sense on that sort of occasion. All I want us is to prevent paying the same price of that luxury dinner experience on a fast food meal, because that could happen. All right, that's the analogy that I'm doing here, and quite honestly, it's insane that the prices sort of fit. I mean, we're talking about $10, which is like, you know, common for some countries to have fast food meals at $10, and compared to like $50, $40, which is a bit more into the luxurious eating. So yeah, it's interesting, but that's all I'm saying. Okay, so you guys can go and shit on me on the subreddit, on the meme and everything, but I'm seriously, I'm like one of you guys. I'm just being a bit concerned because of the trailer and what have been exposed so far. Honestly, we don't know what's gonna be, and only the future will tell. And I hope you guys aren't really mad at me for saying that and sharing that with you, because I honestly only have Blizzard's and Blizzard's customers, which is us, best interest in mind. That's what I'm looking for, because if they are going to release a DLC worth of content in a full price, then it's just going to hurt them in the long run. But we gotta make sure that it does. Okay, we gotta make sure that if they do it, we treat it harshly, and we won't accept this kind of behavior. But again, it's only for the future to tell us. We don't know what's gonna happen. I've just warned us through that meme and through the discussion on the Reddit, and that's all I have to say about it. If you hate me for it, then sure, fine, whatever. I guess we see things differently. I guess you wouldn't mind paying $40 or $50 for a fast food meal, but hey, that's on you. Okay, that's fine. That's just how you feel. But it's the same thing here. Okay, that's my whole point. So if we as a community treat it exactly how it's supposed to be treated, then we eventually will stop this greedy behavior from existence, hopefully throughout the entire internet, and prevent game developers and companies from releasing DLCs with the price of, full and AAA games. So that's like a thing for the future. But that was it. Just tell me what you think in the comments, okay? Try to be nice. I know people can like go on full on raging keyboard warriors and what the hell are you saying? Overwatch 2 is gonna be insane and screw you, dude. Yeah, okay, you can sort of do that, but I really hope you understand what I'm aiming to get in here, okay? I have nothing against game developers. As I said, I'm a software engineer student. In the future, I might be one of those game developers and I might have my own family to feed, so I'm completely with them on this, all right? I just want to make sure that their product is fair compared to their price. That's it.